Got Luffy ambition, king of the rappers, the mission.
Hey, what's going on, gang? It's Marauder Music with Repeats TCG, Pirates TCG, and 2D. I'm bringing it over to the BP Monkey D Luffy man themselves. It's the OP12 LCQ list. All right, so smash that like button, finger pop the subscribe, turn on the bell, go down in the comments, let me know what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, what would you be doing differently. Now we're gonna go ahead and get straight into it. There's a couple teensy tiny minimal changes. Now if you guys were hanging out in my live yesterday morning, you saw me run this list. And so the last time we went out with blue purple Monk of the Loof, we were running the Dofi package, and I think this is the exact one we were running. You Pluffy, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we were running this one. No, I don't think we had the Mihawks yet. I don't know. Yeah, we were running that bitch ass sugar. That's what it was. Just oversight. But anyhow, we ran into and we lost against a blue purple Luffy with a Mihawk, and I made a comfortable prediction. I said that, mark my words kind of deal. The winning lists to come will have 2 to 3 Dracula Mohawks. Okay. And sure enough, that's what they're having. As a matter of fact, now they're running 4, and I'm strongly considering 4 as well. And the reason why is because when you run 4, running 4 of a card means that you want to see it not only every game, but you want to see it on curve. Okay, you want to see it on curve. You don't want to just see it every game. Now, the reason we would run 4 of this and want to see it on curve is because there's plenty of times as a blue purple Luffy player where you do wind up at that odd 9 turn, right? 9 dawn turn where you go from 7 to 9. Now, if I'm on 7 dawn and I play Nami and I have these 2 in my hand and this happens, and then I have 2 dawn up, I can swing for 7, whatever, but I play her on 7 dawn turn. I put these 2 up, and then the next turn I'm at 9. No party time, excellent. However, they have entered the bone zone because I will be playing Sanji and the Dracula Mohawk. That works amazing. Okay, but there's other times where we just are at 9 dawn. We draw into or we have a Mihawk, and Mihawk is a great play. One, we've already ramped above them, obviously. Hopefully, God bless. And we're getting rid of virtually anything that they have played while establishing a 9K body. For the rest of the game, they are a 9K body behind us, okay? And then after that, it's party time excellent, and we keep it moving. Now, I'm running 4 of these Rosy P's is what I call them for some reason. And you could take away from that. I could see myself doing this. I also really like the idea of having 3 of these, just because of the winning the winning you do against Blackbeard with it, right? It's not it now. Yes, we are running 2 because we search 5 cards at a time, and this is a card that we get to draw once we ramp up. Yes. But it's just so great into so many matches, and there have been times where you'll see we get like, we'll get a Sanji into a Rosie and have to be happy with it. But we are, because typically we got some events that we're not really trying to hang on to. We get to draw the rest out, and then we get a fresh 5. So these are just some thoughts and feelings going into this. But let's see, we've got 4, 8, 11, 15, and 19 cards that ramp us. 19 cards that ramp is pretty crazy. Of course, you can't overlook the amount of times we want to go ahead and take the first life. 1, because we might ramp. 2, because Thunder Bagua will ramp us 1 more again. All right, once we're at 2 life. We're running 4 Thunder Bagua. We've got 7 cards that ramp us off of Trigger, which is amazing. I really wish this card did the same, but c'est la vie. 6 Gum Gum Giants because we're pros. And so this guy kind of doubles as these 2. Which is why some people don't run the Raging Tiger and only run the Red Rock. And I could get behind that as well, because if I got rid of this and this was my, for my 4th copy here, that'd be fine. If we play this early and often, we eliminate the possibility almost of them getting so far ahead and bored, right? Developing so much. And this is a turn that this is always a card that takes a turn away from us, right? No matter how much we're ramped up, it's great that we're ramped and we are technically ahead. That's why I've always said about Gum Gum Red Rock. You can't just tell me you're going to Red Rock, you know, if I'm ramped and I'm a higher Dawn than you and I've got this board, I've got these two, and then, okay, you spend your whole 6 Dawn on getting rid of one of them, that's fine. I'm just going to develop more and keep it moving, right? But if you're ramped ahead and then you use one of these events, it's amazing. However, if we're at 9 and we're in a position where we need to play a 7 to get rid of 2 units, that's a pretty poor situation, but it does help us here and there. So I got it like that. So right now the list is how you saw it. It's gonna be Rosie P. Where my dog at? There we go. So right now it sits like this, and this is what we're running into. We'll talk about what we do later. But anyhow, let's go ahead and get into some of these smashes, shall we? Yeah. All right, gang. So going up against a sakazuki. All right. He's not canceled. He beat the allegations. Whatever. All right. Now they chose to go second, and I'm not surprised. They want to see their the big coups. They want to see the big coups on curb. We're lucky and we're happy to see that our opening hand has a gear 2, so we're gonna rock that. Let's see. We're at 6. We can go to 7 and then go to 9. Yeah, we can go ahead and pop the Hina and just swing into the sack. Yeah, eliminating their threats that they have for us. Now we're going to swing 8. The thing about Sakazuki, you see that 4 life lead is already down to 3. And I missed it, right? But the thing about Sakazuki is I'm not taking anything away from a Sakazuki main specialist, if you will. But that's what it takes at this point, a specialist. This is a 4 life leader with a pretty, like, when you look at their build, it doesn't look visually impressive in my opinion. In my opinion, I don't look at it and be like, oh, wow. And then this card, it looks it's kind of like, this does what now? We got to ramp again. Does that make us party time excellent? Yeah, that's going to be tough. We can set it up so that Nami is what we draw into. Please do. Yeah, we could set it up so that Nami is what we draw into, and then we can bottom deck the rest. Yeah, I want that red rock because I want to be able to have an answer, a one-off, just immediate answer. Start placing on the bottom, right? Yes, we sent 2 cards to the bottom. What do we send to the bottom? I know we sent... Oh, we sent Bon Clay and Zoro to the bottom. Yeah, and the reason why is I want a fresh 5. I don't want to see those cards anymore. I got a Sanji in hand, so yeah. But anyways, I want that red rock because if they get the big coups out there, if something starts going horrifically wrong on our end, they're gonna spend all 10 Dawn on that big coups, and that's gonna be able to get rid of everything just about. However, the next turn I red rock them and we keep the game going. All right, so they got Sengoku out there, and right now they're just going for bodies. I told you guys I got Sanji already. I'm grabbing a 2K. Set it up so I grab another 2K, if you will. There we go. There we go. So we're stacking 2Ks. We're going to there into there. Get the blocker out of there. Okay. I'm going to just go for face. I'm just going for face because we're here for a good time, not a long time against Sakazuki. The last thing we should be doing against a 4 life leader that has access to black and blue is waiting and giving them time, because time is actually on their side. If they do establish the blue coups and we didn't have an answer, that next turn they would be able to, you know, everybody would be -5. Give a little here, give a little Hound Blaze there. You know what I mean? Start swinging. They pop with Brook. They Hound Blaze. They jack. We'd be getting jacked off in no time, okay? Tempest Kick is the card I was looking for. So, are they trying to get rid of one right now? Are they able? Yeah, no, they failed. They failed that. Well, shit. Oh, you know what? I played a lot of matches yesterday. I was running around going to Goncha and getting, you know, Felix pins with my wife, and we just were out and about, and I recorded a lot of games, and some of them obviously were better than others. But yeah, I mean, look. So here's the position they found themselves in. This is just isn't gonna work out for them. This is just is not gonna work out for them. They were down. We were down to what? -4 is 5, and then 6 would have made us 3. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, but we're swinging big city swings after that. The game was just spoken for. The game was just spoken for. God bless America. Anyways, let's keep it moving. Don't adjust your sets. It's yard day. Okay, so Purple Loof. This is gonna be a more Pluffy list. Everybody runs Pluffy except for me, and they chose to go first. Not surprised there. And I'm also immediately not surprised to see this Purple Luffy thriving. Against the uninitiated, people who don't know what they're doing against this leader, I could totally see everybody screwing the pooch, right? So this is kind of an important matchup. I'm going to swing 7 to 5. You know, the thing with this leader is they're going to have that automatic ramp, okay? The thing with my leader is I'm a 6K body. So once we meet, once we finally even out, I'm a 6K body and you're not. That's what I've always said. Okay? We're going to 7. Oof, this is tough. This is tough. Yeah. In the last round, the Sakazuki, they entered the bone zone as soon as we were able to start playing Sanji. We're still a little ways off from the bone zone. Okay, so we ramp up. And we ramp up for what? We ramp up for what exactly? 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, to go to 8. Let's go. We ramp to go to 8. I had miscounted my dawn. So we ramp to go to 8. But we're not quite out of the mess yet. They're going from 6 to 8, dawn. And if they have what they're looking for, and I would say it's gonna be that the big Luffy tar, the big T, the Luffy T. We might be F in the A, gang. Now, I got plenty of options here. But I would like those options in my dick before any of this. Okay, so we get out of the 7. They're going to swing. Okay, they're going to put that up. And they pass. Now, they're passing. Them passing says a lot to me. And we like that. We like that. Okay, so they're poising themselves to have the, you know, Gum Gum Giant, etc. Unfortunately for them, they're about to enter the bone zone. The bone zone, okay? Because we're going to go ahead and play this out. And I'm thinking still, yes, okay. So we're going to play this out. And I want to go straight to face. I don't want to give them a 7K blocker. Me today wants to go straight to face, no 7K blocker. There we go. We can trash. Yeah, trash the other one. Fuck it. Give me 1K to my leader. And, oh. Fancy saucy britches. We want all the gold. Okay, give me the fucking giant, write me out. Give me the giant plus that Nami is what I'm saying. And if they have to use it, well then their next curve is a little messed up. I wouldn't use it if I were them. I would have taken it. Sometimes, you know, it's like, oh, you put all that butter on that biscuit for nothing, right? Nobody's going to eat it because they could have taken it, gotten an extra card, held on, had more Dawn to spend this turn, and then Uso Hachi'd out of my play, out of my next swing is what I'm thinking. But that's just me. What do I know about things? We're sitting kind of pretty. Like I said, they're all but entered the bone zone because now we're going to party time excellent again. And if we were to see, we got a Mihawk in hand. A Mihawk into their... that's unfortunate. Well, we could put that Bond Clay up. Yeah, we wanted to see something good out of life because if we had a Sanji and a Mihawk, that'd be over. By the way, with this list, man, if you see any of your close games are probably because you didn't see your Sanjis. I'm sorry. Rewind it for those hips. Okay. I just had to check that out. Okay, so what do we got here? We're going to set it up so that we get that God Thread first because we're good on counter. What we're going to do is we're going to swing with our Luffy and we're going to trash the God Thread and then we're going to, you know, put Bond Clay back up so they don't have a free 9 to 8k swing, 8 to 9k swing. So what we're gonna have to do is Mihawk, and I'm more interested in Mihawking that Luffy Taro. Again, I'm not going to swing into anything but that face. I know what they want me to do. They want me to get distracted with board, and rightfully so. I mean, if I can't handle the clapback, I gotta handle the board. But, and if you're playing a purple Luffy and they start going for your board, you know you got them. Especially because of the exchange. The exchange rate goes crazy. When all of a sudden you got a 7k blocker that's not a 7k blocker, it's crazy. When all of a sudden you got an 8k blocker that's not an 8k blocker, that's crazy. So things, we could have high rolled even higher. But we're good right now. We're good right now. They're in the bone zone and they got to figure it out. What are they at? 9 Dawn, I would say. 8 Dawn? I think they're at 8 Dawn again, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they're at 8 Dawn. And they could have another Luffy Taro play. That would leave them with 1 up. But I think this game might be spoken for. Okay. Big Cat. No problem for me, man. That sounds great to me. Now, we're not getting anything cray-cray. I think I would... Well, I mean, we could establish a blocker and just start swinging. Yeah. I'd place these things on the bottom, man. Yeah, get them out of here. Yeah, Bikini Bitch bottom. Weenie Hut Jr. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and swing just 9s. And the clapback isn't so much. I'm also swinging the units that require no Dawn investment because I want to keep my options open. Not that I see myself playing another Nami, but I want to see just how many Dawn I should be keeping up for my events during the clapback. Okay. They had to use that there. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm thinking about swinging 8, trash 1, and we could do a 9. Yeah. See what they got for that. They ain't got that action. And they quit. No GGs are exchanged. Okay, so what we were going to do is swing 9. 9 is 7, 9, and then a card of your choice, right? So that's 3. And then after that, we had 11. 7, 9, 11, and then a card of your choice, right? So they would have basically had to have a perfect hand to get out of 9 and 11, and that would have been that. Again, that's a lot to ask. That's a lot to ask. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2Ks, and then at least 1Ks here. Okay, no Dawn active, so you know if it was a 0 cost event, they would have still been shit out of luck, right? So, anyways, but yes, I could definitely see how purple Luffys are making it top, or top 32, top 16, top 8. I could definitely see it. Very consistent package. And if you don't see what you need, and you know what have you, I could see how it works. I could see how that goes. So that's why I'm a little bit more on the maybe we should start leaning more into these cards, but let's keep it moving. We'll see how we feel. See, I had this game right here against a Teach, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I wish I had that recorded. But anyhow, this is one I definitely had to record. I had to wet my whistle before this one because we're going up against a Swaley, dog. They chose to go second, so they got their second. We're going first. You know what? We like this. This is fun. I've got a Zoro Joro into a God Thread, and that's going to be good. Zoro Joro ain't going to do nothing against Buggy. My leader will have to take care of Buggy. But, you know, we'll be able to ramp. Everything's going to be all right. Now, we're going to go ahead and apply a little bit of that pressure. Okay? And we're going to play Zoro. Pass. All right. Now, they're able to swing with both of these guys. They're also able to, you know, they should be able to hit that. Wait, what did they search out with Shaku Yaku? Mogun Rad Beam. Okay, Mogun Rad Beam. Okay, so yeah, they're going to play out Luffy. Big spoiler. And they continuing to show us the 2 search, right? We go and take the first one. That's the only one we got to take. Fine. Okay, so now, okay, this is a play I love. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Okay, and the thing what you got to do here, you see, we got 5 Dawn. Okay, if you're going first, and you have Zoro on field, you got this card and this card. You can go from 5 to 8 and immediately enter party time. Excellent. Now, in this particular situation, we would get nothing from it. We'd have to swing here, and that's fine. Get rid of that, because we do want to get rid of that. Swing here, we ramp. We play this out, we ramp, and then we play this out, we ramp. However, I was driving around. I hope I get that right. But anyways, you go from 5 to 8 in the same turn. Looks like we're not going to do it. Looks like we hashtag did not do that. That's tough. Very tough. What I think what I was thinking in that moment is I was even curb. If I'm even curb, I could do it. Now, we chose to stick to our guns and God thread the thread out. And that's fine too. That's fine too. There's nothing wrong with that. What we didn't want to do is get all them swings next turn. Us being a 6K body, they do want to get rid of, they would prefer to invest into these swings and not a 2 to 6. That's crazy sauce. It's one thing for Boa Hancock, but for everybody else, it's a little bit of an ask. So they're going to swing into there. That was our blocker. And then they're going to get us that one. We could have blocked out of it. We're looking for pieces. But I'll tell you what, we ain't looking for no more pieces, dog. No more pieces. Shit, dude. They're T-1 turn from the bone zone. We're trying to do it. If they would have kept that card up, oh boy, we would have been in big trouble. Okay, so we can go ahead and put up the Sanji, and what else did we put up? We put up Sanji and a Rosie. So the next play may be Sanji and a Rosie. Thinking about playing another character. Okay, so we have more to swing back into them. We are at Tendon. That means we could use Gum Gum Giant. We could just draw the same 2 cards back. We could use Gear 2, get out of something. We've got 2, 4, 5, 6 K encounter from cards, from character cards. But right now, we are feeling that they don't do that to us. We make them feel it. But we're feeling inconvenience, to say the least. We're feeling like they're trying to put us in the bone zone. All right. So Boa Hancock not even swinging, just gonna give it up right there. Going to 8. Give him a 2 and a 1. Yowza. Should have got the value out of that while I could. Give him a 1. All right, we made it out. Gonna grab there. I think we Sanji into Rosie. Yeah. Now my question is, do we Sanji into that Rosie, and do we get rid of one of this Gear 2 so we can draw out of those bricks? We're actually going to swing 6 into 5 instead of 6 into 6. Okay, getting a little bit of value out of that Bond Clay before they get Shaku Yaku'd. We're going to go ahead and swing 7 into 5. Okay. Now, Rayleigh being a 5 life leader, and I've been on that side. Trash a Gum Gum Giant, that's a little crazy sauce in my opinion. But Rayleigh being a 5 life leader, they've got that sense of security. And rightfully so, they're a 5 life leader. But it can throw them off. Okay, now this is a great scenario for us. They're playing a Boa Hancock. They reveal Conqueror's Hockey. Lets us know we're not going to be able to get him out as fast or easy as we would like. So far, they're not running anything that I don't run. And I said this last time in the last video. My favorite thing to see when I'm a Rayleigh player against another Rayleigh player, or when I'm playing against a Rayleigh in general, is if they have 1 card difference from my deck list. And then I'm like, oh, that's perfect. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted to see. No Rayleigh from you. Okay, cool. We're getting out of everything so far. Give them that, okay. And they might have a kid. Okay, no kid. Oh, okay. They're going to get a little value. They want a little value out of that. They want the value mill. Well, tough decision, right? I could go to 0, but then I'm getting 15s for the rest of the turn. I could Gum Gum Giant, keep the Raging Tiger, get rid of those two threats, or I could Gum Gum Giant. Okay, so we choose to do that. All right. Ooh, man, that is against anybody else in any other scenario, any slower of a deck. This is amazing. All right, it's looking like we're gonna go for that. Okay. Okay. Now, what we can do is we can try to get rid of Zoro, and then we can Sanji into the big Luffy, the rush Luffy. Okay, check it out what I'm doing here. That Zoro is gone no matter what. There's no way you're gonna give me all those cards. That Luffy is gone no matter what. There's no way you're gonna give me all of those cards. Now I was strongly considering going into a 2K or the boss, right? But we want to get the boss out of here. Get the Red Rock out of here. We don't need that. We got him down to 0. We got 2 Dawn up. Is there a world where they could take us out? They got the armament hockey. I mean, yeah, I mean that could do something. We gotta give them this event. It's crazy sauce. Crazy. Hey, it's crazy taxi. They go to develop. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. If you know the kind of buffoonery that can take place, I get it. And there's plenty of times with Rayleigh where going for it will actually finish you off. That will actually kill your chances of anything. Now, what are they gonna do with these Dawn? We know they got some Conquerors hockey for sure. They got at least one. They got another armament hockey. Swinging 8 there. We gotta let it go. Yeah, I was like, grab me a Gum Gum Giant immediately. I could actually draw into that 2K, play out Rosanante, and I think I meant to do that. Because then I could have trashed the Raging Tiger, grabbed a bunch more counter. But now I'm thinking 2 things. I'm thinking I could Raging Tiger those 2 threats away and then just swing, right, for game, essentially. And have 3 Dawn up. Or I could play Dracula Mohawk, put Luffy up, and then still have, something to work with. We know we're going to draw into counter. We know that Gum Gum Giant is going to give us 2 1Ks. That's information. We decide to play that, okay? And we're gonna do this instead. We're gonna play that. We're gonna put that to the bottom of the life. Now we can swing 1 Mogen. There we go. These 2, it's so beautiful. These 2 are your Raging Tiger. These 2 are your Raging Tiger. Okay, everybody's -1. Still getting 6. And they kind of don't have any clapback. They kind of don't. Powering up because they lose 2 Dawn immediately when they want to swing at Shakuyaku into our leader. Right? They're going to lose 2 Dawn. We're making them give up those armament hockeys, which I was just about to mention is the one thing they could do. Can't do it. Swinging 8 there. We're going to keep that 1 up. Okay. And they made it through. They made it through. I think developing in the face of a, big Luffy is a bit of a issue. It's something I don't think you can get away with these days. Gum Gum Gatling. That's exactly what I want to see you have, boss. Oh, yeah, that makes me feel so good. Even though in a situation like this, it can be a little hairy, you just got rid of 2 armament hockeys. So how many more armament hockeys could you have? I don't know, but we're about to find out. I know that I'm not going to enter the bone zone. They're in the bone zone. I can take this and then have him swing with everything, and he will. And then there's no more development. I win the game. That's it. Okay, so there we got 12 already. We knew we were drawing into that. Bing, bang, boom, bop. GGs are exchanged. Now, let's see. GGs are exchanged. I wanted to see their hand, though. That's what we're trying to go back to. Okay, so they had the Conquerors hockey. Yeah, they just didn't see their Kid and Killer in time, I guess. Kid and Killer could have hurt at a certain point. But, yeah. It's funny because they entered the bone zone a while ago, but it just didn't feel like that because Rayleigh's a tough customer. Rayleigh's a very tough customer for this dick. And these are reasons why you've got to consider your options. And I feel like maybe this is a 4 and 3 of. Maybe this is a 4 and 3 of. At least a 3 of here instead of 2. So I don't know. Let's keep it moving. Hey, yo, my favorite thing to do is just talk to myself and not even be recording. I love doing it. I love it. It's my favorite. Anyways, if you saw me yesterday, you saw me play against the blue-purple Luffy mirror, and it was damn near a mirror. Had to go second. We just were able to wheel it out, right? Typically, and we're having to go, they chose to go first again. Typically, Boot Scoot Luffy likes to go first into everything almost, and also into the mirror. So here we are going, going second again. It's going to come down to draw and build. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're able to ramp there. We're going to swing 7. They're going to give us 8. They're staying healthy. We already took a life. They got their Zoro. They God threaded our Bond Clay. They swing at us. I don't know why they put one Dawn on there. They're already in the bone zone mentally. Okay, so we've got 7 going to 8. Right? No, now we're at 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Excuse me. That's what I thought. I thought we were at 9. Anyhow, check this out. We've got 2 Bond Clays on board. So whatever you develop, it's coming back at you. They weren't quite at party time excellent, so they did this. And getting rid of a 2K to get rid of a Bond Clay, it just lets you know just how powerful Bond Clay can be in this matchup. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and set it up so that I draw 2K, and then my play is Nami. It's not our favorite, but it's the McDonald's you got at home. First off, friends only let friends eat McDonald's, but you guys know what I mean. Placing on top, let's put the Sanji and the Rosie on top. And we're going to have to settle out a small claims court with our next big play being Sanji into Rosie. Now, there is a world where, hey, yo, we get to draw into something else and, whatever. But right now, it's looking like it's going to be a Sanji into a Rosie. We do get that red rock. It is time for them to party. They're doing this again. They're doing it again. And I have to ask myself what the French toast is going on. I would have rather not. I would have rather not had to go through that. Okay, their gimmick has been revealed. Okay, unfortunately for them, though, we drew into 2 Mihawks. They've officially entered the bone zone. We're about to go ahead and swing in the face and get rid of a Boa Hancock. Okay. All right, that's fine with me. Dracula Mohawk, and we're putting that down. Now I understand what they're going for with this Boa Hancock, because it gives you something early to play and slow the game down while you get ready for your big stuff, right? Mr. Big Stuff. Give him that 3. We might want to give him the blocker. We take. Okay. We got another round of Mohawks. The Mohawk can get rid of the Boa Hancock just straight up. It's a bit of a base race situation, though. They've already given us 2Ks on the board. Look at that. We are just not interested in the buffoonery right now. Shall we play a Mohawk? The thing is if we play a Mohawk, do we get through? I think. Oh, shit. Sorry, gang. This is what happens when you run it back fast. Okay. So what happened was I was thinking, still thinking in 1x speed, was thinking, okay, I can play this. I can bottom deck that. They got 3 swings. I got a block, and I got I can block 1. I can take 1 life, and then I've got 4K, 5, 6, 7K, plus 5 is 13. You get what I'm saying? So like I can kind of get out of that, or like I could bottom deck that and then have, some Dawn up, 1, 2, I'd have 4 Dawn up. But then I started doing math. Math brought to you by at school. Oh shit! Brought to you by my phone falling. And I said, okay, hang on. I got 16. I'm representing 16K swing. That's 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and then one of their choice. I said, there's no way you've got 5 2Ks and 1K. That would be too bold, sir. So we load that bitch up, 16. Now, they had 8, 9, 10, and that was it. If we were swinging 15, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, even that would have been a big city swing. So yes, it's a board to deal with. Yes, there's a lot going on. However, sometimes remember the goal of the game is to swing into 0 life for the win, right? And sometimes you just gotta slam it. She just jammed out with her clam out. Yeah, I mean, let's keep it moving. All right, gang, it's time for our old nemesis. Now, we're going up against a Bonney. I started to feel comfortable with Rayleigh against Bonney, you know, but this is supposed to have a winning matchup into Bonney. Now, against Jason's Bonney, I've had more trouble. However, this was a different build. That was the Dofi days. Now we're more focused on removing their threats along the way, so they don't really get to build up the board they would like. That's my game plan. However, they chose to go second, so let's get it going. Now, I've got the makings in my hand right now for a really good ramp up. Oh, a really good ramp up. Drawing to Zoro Joro, and I'm like, oh, we're big city ramping now. There's just about nothing they can do to get rid of the Zoro on 4 Dawn. They're going to swing 8. I'm going to take, hoping for a ramp. No ramp. That's fine. Now, remember what I told you guys last time. We can swing, 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 swing. We're going to swing. That's fine. Because I'm going to develop here and then develop there. 8 Dawn. Are you guys, somebody come look at this. We went from 5 to 8 Dawn in one turn. They have officially entered the bone zone, okay? Officially entered the bone zone. They are at 5. We are at 8 going to 10. It's party time. Excellent. It said, what time's the party start? 6:30? That's pretty fucking early. Are you sure? Yes, we are. Okay. Now, yo, grab the giant. The super highest roll, and I know I'm asking for a lot. But the super highest roll from heaven would have been, of course, Sanji into Mihawk. Sanji would have played out Mihawk, got rid of Cavendish, 2 9K bodies. Magnifique. Instead, we got to slum it. Okay? Now, this is a very high roll game, but it's not unheard of. You've already seen this happen once before, and it's in the same day. All these games, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm gathering games throughout the week or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, very high roll. But it is possible. This is what happens when you run 4 of, 4 of, and 4 of, and 4 of. I mean, you're going to see your cards early and often, right? That's why we build it like that. So we're able to establish a 9K body, but they're already at 8 Dawn. They're at 8 Dawn. We could be looking at a Dracula Mohawk on their end, as well as a, 6 cost or lower body, right? Now they get rid of our Bond play. They play out Tootsie Roll into Homegirl. It's looking good for us right now. But I really want to see something. I'm not seeing anything. This is tough. We can't KO because of Tootsie Roll. Yeah. Okay. A little annoying. And I'm setting it up like so because if I were to draw into a Komasadis, if I were to draw into a Sanji, I would like to have a Nami, if nothing else, right? You do have to mitigate that shit. You do have to look out for that shit because you will fuck yourself. Here, we'll give it there. I imagine they're going to turn Mihawk sideways. We just wanted them to, if they wanted to block with anything, we wanted them to have to block with Jewelry Bonney. And it looks like they're not interested in that action. Now they got a shit ton of cards somehow. I don't know why. They have so many more cards than us. I guess. I don't know. But we got 1 Dawn active. We're at 10 Dawn. Gum Gum Giant. I am more than okay with gianting away any card in this hand right now to draw 2 more and possibly see something good around the horizon. But this is the second turn in a row I'm not getting to Sanji, right? They play out of Shanks and they just keep it moving. Another one, no Sanji. It's tough. It's tough. Yeah, get rid of that. How about that? You want to get rid of my cards, I get rid of your cards. How about that? Okay. And we have to be ready for a como se dice? We got to be ready for what's his name? Horny Ass Jones. Horny Ass Jones on the horizon. They play a Doflamingo. And that's what they do. I wonder if swinging with Homegirl would have been a good move. Is this another turn? Nothing? Guys, what is going on here? Yowza, man. Big yowza. Okay, so we're going to play them into a... We're going to get rid of the God Thread. We could also play Nami out. Yes, draw 2. Look at this. We are going through our deck, y'all. We're trying to put something together. And we gotta move these targets to the bottom of the deck. Deck top? Whatever, dude. So the reason why we're okay with this is, one, if they play a Horny Jones, that works great for us because they can put 2 Dawn sideways, but they can't get rid of our blocker still, and we do still have 2 life. So, and if they put 1 Dawn and 1 blocker, that's fine too. Do I want to take this hit? Okay. What are we getting rid of? We get rid of the 2K, which is Nutso. Yeah, we got rid of 2Ks. Really favoring that Rosie. Really want to keep that Rosie. They play the kid. They're here for a good time and a long time. Yowza. Okay, so now we're getting some good stuff. Took us turn 8. They should have been in the bone zone forever now. All right. They turned that sideways. Okay. So they're definitely setting up for a Horny Jones play. In my opinion, they're definitely setting up for a Horny Jones play. We could get rid of that. Give my guy, let him go to 9. I think we should put Tashigi back. Well, if we put Tashigi back, that just gives them the 2K to get out of it. However, that does get Tashigi off the board. We already used our one. We already used our 1 Red Rock though, so I guess that's where our mind was. Yeah, that's tough. McGruff the crime dog. I think putting Tashigi back, even if it would have given them 2K, because yeah, look, that many cards, they're not going to lose anyways. They're not going to lose Kid yet. I think putting Tashigi back was the right move. It would have forced them to have to play him out again. Yeah, that was the move. So that was a hashtag mistake. We could let that go just because we want to have room. We're not going to let it go. We're going to get rid of a Rosie, draw 2 more of it. I don't know about that, Jack. I don't know about that one bit. Damn, another one. 3 blockers, one of which we can't even get around. They get rid of a Horny-ass Jones, huh? Okay. They must have one. We're playing a long game. There, we got it out. Cool. We got a Dracula Mohawk. That was a reason to let Nami go. Because we really wanted to be able to have a large investment. Now here, I'm not pulling out the Mohawk, and it's because I'm obviously going to just swing big and go for game. Or not go for game, but you know what I mean? Like, I want all my Dawn on my swings. So they get out of Monka to Luffy. I guess they're concerned about me removing Tashigi. We get 1 blocker off the board. That's good news for us. We're still here? Good deal. And now we're going to go ahead and We're trying to figure it out because we can swing 10 and 12. So we're going to swing 10 there. That's going to be 2 cards. Or you could let him go. But we got to be ready for that horny ass Jones. That horny Jones is coming. So, oh, okay. Swinging 11. Little risky bisky. So they can't get rid of all 3 of our Dawn. They can't get rid of all 3 of our Dawn. They can get rid of 2. We still have Gum Gum Giant. They get rid of Nami and a Dawn. We've got 2 Dawn up. How do they want to play it? They're not officially. It doesn't feel like they're in the bone zone. What's also crazy for everybody watching this, I ramped to 8 on what, turn 2 or turn 3? Something crazy. For anybody else, I think we wash. I think the match is over already. They've already gotten, they're already talking to their friends that also got bopped. And they're like, what happened to you, man? Oh, man. Fucking high rolled, man. He went from 5 Dawn to 8 Dawn on turn 3. That's what fucking happened. Oh, yeah, that's rough. And then what did he do? Well, he didn't see his Sanji, but he dropped Mohawk. And, that's how that story goes. But against Bonney, man, we're still playing a chess game out here. We're still trying to figure this out. Now, the longer the game goes, I am supposed to have the value because I have a 6K body leader. But they have an 8K body leader for all intents and purposes because I can't get past that. Another bogey has been introduced. In another world, any other world again, this would be just a great grab. Great grabs all around. I think I need to just put up the Tashigi. Or no. So I'll go ahead and swing. I'm thinking about that Mohawk. But I can swing, put up the Rosinante. They turn this Tashigi sideways. And we can't do that. So we're going to go ahead and play that out. Okay. I don't know why I thought that would be a thing. Because it doesn't matter. I can't swing into... Oh, well... Yeah, now I can put it back. Yeah, okay, me big, me small. Okay, cool. There. Rested you. I put up the 1K counter. Now you still got to get through all these swings. You're going to need some cards. Man, that's tough. And it's not that damn many swings either. God bless. All right. They got 3 cards in hand. We got 3 Dawn up. No blocker. We might be in the bone zone. We might be in the bone zone. Oh yeah, we're in the bone zone. Now we could mathematically have this though still. I think we're good actually. I think we're actually good. Especially if we lullaby them into swinging everything at us. Then we're big city hooping. But next turn, they only got 4 cards. And they're going to have to come with it. We know one of them's a blocker. But man, they're going to have it. Okay, there. Give them that. All right. Give them another 2 2Ks. Yo, are we going one more round? Sheesh. Try not to say that because it annoys my wife. I'm trying to get better at it. Bro, what the wuck, man? Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Our turn. We grab a 1K counter. Man. Okay. So I'm gonna swing 12 there. Hopefully they ain't got it. 12 is a lot. 13 is even more. Yeah, that's it. GG's are exchanged. I think we go on to be friends. So anyways, that was tough. That was McGruff the Crime Dog, Mad Bomb, Magam. Nice. I don't know what that means. I hope I didn't say anything wrong. But anyways, Bonnie's still a tough customer. What really helped in that was, of course, that we ramped to heaven quick. Drop that Mohawk quick. You know what I'm saying? But I think we could have made our calls a little bit easier had we put this back. Then we could have started bouncing other things back, and they would have had to invest 3 Dawn if they wanted to have that out there. For example, when they did the Rosie P play, when they played Rosie, I mean, they would have had to also already paid an additional 3 Dawn to have this out again, or we would have just bounced that right back, no problem. So these are things to consider. I think I should have went ahead and bounced that back when I had the chance. But yeah, man, that was a match right there. That was a match. It just goes to show that Bonney is in a great place. Bonnie's in a great place, and I don't know that I win that match with a Rayleigh, that kind of a match where they see those kinds of things. And this is a kid. This is a kid build, right? And there's been plenty of times when, in my other lists, when they play out that kid and I can't get around it, and I'm like, yo, I'm a blue purple Luffy. I need to start running. Gamma Knife also. You don't need to run Gamma Knife also. You just need to have your options. You need to have your removal. So they essentially remove a threat, right? They remove a threat for the turn. We remove a threat indefinitely. So that's just something to think about. Clutch ass Rosinante play. That also. I mean, when did that happen? When did that Rosie drop? When that Rosie dropped right on time, let me tell you. Yeah. This was crazy. That's all they had. If they developed anything but that Rosie, we would have been in that ass. Because the next... Oh, no, we wouldn't have. No. That next turn was trash, too. We were also drawing trash, bro. We were also... What is this? So this is our first party time. Nothing. Nothing. Okay? Then we had... What was this? The next party time? Nothing. Yeah, and then our next party time, we finally had, yeah, we just didn't have anything. Yeah. Anyways, let's keep moving. All right, gang, I just wanted to review this one for you guys. Yams. Now, we want to go first against Yams because he will pulverize you otherwise. Now, it's kind of something, I just want to take a look at this opening hand. It's kind of something that I don't always mind. Because if they were to swing into us and we go down, I mean, with the amount of ramping cards we have, I mean, that's good. You know what I mean? We kind of don't mind going down to 1. And it's even been like this against Red Purple Luffy. And if you want to see an old online regionals match against my Red Purple Luffy against Yamato, a great one. Go check that out. But you know, things happen, man. But in this case, we're gonna be going first, and we're gonna ramp at least once before they can do the buffoonery. Yeah. So my thing is that what Yamato's got to decide. He's got to decide if he's going to develop or swing and swing big. If he's not going to swing big, then we're going to keep it going business as usual. Now here, I got a Zoro. I'm going to play out the Zoro. I don't know if there's anything on 4 Dawn that they can do. That had to be a skill check. Okay, that's what they really wanted to do. They just wanted to get a card out. Okay, cool. I was about to pull the plug on this game. Anyhow, we are in the same position as we were last time. We can ramp. Okay? And that's exactly what we're going to do. Guys, I'm telling you, these games are back to back to back. Hang on. We're at 207. Okay. I was going to show you guys how this was the last. But this is the very next game I played. The very next game I played, I did it again. And that's why we run 4 of these, 4 of these, and 4 of these. It happened again, Mom. Come over here. Look at this. Swinging 6. Give me that. I don't care if you get me down to 1 life. It's party time. Excellent. Next turn, dog. 8 Dawn by turn 3. Oh, yeah. I'll take that one. Okay, they get rushed now. Scheisse. Okay. And I think they get... Okay, they're going for that. That's fine. So we got to see 2 cards. I can't get mad at this hand because I want 4 Thunder Bagua. I want 4 of these, and I do want 3 of those. So I can't get mad at that hand. But what the fuck is that hand? No point. No point. Draw 2 more. Draw into another one. You know what? Yes. Play that out. There we go. Put those 2 up. We got our next turn, baby. Oh, we know what we're doing next. And I'm actually going to swing into there because I'm more interested in giving them life and not having to deal with another swing potentially than anything else. So we do that. Cool. We got a threat off the board. 2 Dawn active. Sexually. I got rid of a gear 2 and I should have got rid of a Thunder Bagua because I could have had 2 up for a 9 and then to go to 9 again. So hashtag my mistake. Fortunately for us, while they are seeing 4 life on the board, they're not seeing any really good development. Nothing good yet. Maybe that's why they blocked out of a Kika Nojo. That's going to go away. Yeah, we got to let that go. But I mean, after this, we're doing slow and controlled. I'm telling you right now, my mind is already made up. We're doing slow and control after this. I'm not going to play that next turn or for the next turn possibly. So I know I'm going to go ahead and let that go. But it's going to be slow and controlled. The reason why I say I'm not going to play Nam anytime soon is because, well, shit, I can give him a 9 and then Usohachi me so horny. Please. Give him that and a 2K. Okay, very inefficient. Whatever. Totally bogus. Completely bogus. All right, here we go. So we got a Nami there. Set it up so that we get Zoro Joro in our life. Yes. And then that's kind of our next play. Okay, cool. I'm going to play this out, put that up. Great. Now I'm looking at those 2 and I'm like, man, let's get rid of those cards. Let's get rid of those cards. Let's at least get rid of the yams. Yeah, get yams out of here. I don't need them drawing anymore. Yeah, I don't need them drawing anymore either. So look at what we do. We are clipping their wings. Okay, here comes Horny Ass Jones doing the work for us. We can give them one of those. That's fine with me. They can go to 10. That's fine with me. Thunder Bag. Zoro Jiro. Keep it moving. Okay. Now, we don't want to have to play over our guys. Yeah, we could red rock. We could red rock that guy right there. Yeah, there we go. And then now we're swinging 7, 7, 9, and 9. Just slow and controlled. We're in control of this game. There's no reason to fuck around right now. There we go. Now they do have some ways of healing, but I'm not really concerned. I'm not really concerned. We're just gonna drag this thing out. They've officially entered the bone zone. Okay. I don't mind taking this. Yeah. Oh, I actually didn't mind taking it. Okay. Okay, so now they got 2 blockers. Right now, I think I have game, but I don't know if I understand that. Because I can God Thread the Momonosuke, Kazuki Momonosuke, and then I can play out Usohachi me Oso Horny and turn that sideways. And then that would leave me with 2. So then I would swing 7, 7, 9, and 9. Instead, we're doing things a little different. Yeah, I think I already had game and I blew that one, gang. Yeah, I blew that one. Yeah, and then I would have still had Dawn up for that. Okay, but again, yo, slow and controlled, taking our time. I would think you want to swing with the leader first to go ahead and banish, yeah. And I don't mind getting banished. Yeah, I don't mind that. Oh, then we're going to go ahead and do that, into that. And that is the game. That is the game. But yeah, another thing is that, yes, we like to rush down. And if we could have got him out the building, that's fine too. But recognizing when to play a really nice and slow game and just develop and just overrun everything, I think that's a big deal. I think that's a big deal too. So anyways, that's the yams. Try to make sure you go first. And if we didn't go first and they got us down to 1, I mean, it is what it is. That means they don't develop, and we just keep doing our thing. I'm more concerned about my top 5 draw being something I can use, because that's been tough. All right, gang, going up against a boot scoot Luffy now. I'm going to choose to go second in this one. Reason being is I got plenty of cards that can ramp me going second. That's a good hand, but we can do, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like we could do better. Okay, they're going to swing 8. I'll take. Now, the thing is that I want to make sure that they play that the big coups one turn later than they would normally. So I'm going to go ahead and use a gear 2, and I'm going to swing 7 in the face. No way in hell am I giving Zoro up, because there's too many options on 5 Dawn for them to get rid of Zoro, and I would see no value. Now, they're swinging 10. They went from swinging 8 to swinging 10. They got us down to 1 life. I see what time they're on. Okay, we did not get any ramp there, but we are at 7. I've got pieces right here. What I'm going to go ahead and do is what I was telling you guys about. I'm going to play Nami, draw 2. I'm going to put on top, I'm going to put the Monka de Luffy and Sanji. Now, if they swing, I Thunder Bagua, I go to 8, rest is history. I'm out of an attack, and it's party time excellent. If they don't swing at me, it doesn't matter. I know that Sanji is going to draw into a big boot scoot Luffy, and we will get this thing going. Okay. I guess they forgot to use their ability. That's their problem, not mine. And hey, yo, beyond that, gang, don't be reminding nobody to do nothing, and don't be, we're LCQ, dog. We're not here to teach nobody how to play. Okay. So I go ahead and I get rid of 1 card, and I'm thinking about, do I want to put a card back in his hand? And I don't. I really don't. Apparently, I don't. Because that's probably the 1 lucci they run, because now they run like 1 lucci. And that's all they're going to be able to do is get value the next time around, now that they do have 3 cards in life. Okay, nothing there. And no swing with lucci. So they don't want to get any value out of lucci. Hey, that's fine by me, big dog. They think they're going to set it up for a big two swing thing. That's not going to happen. Not with me. So what I'm about to do is I'm going to put on that pressure. Oh, yeah, we got to put on the pressure. So they have nothing to mitigate, or nothing to augment my Dawn on my side. I'm over here playing with the Snapbox Micro while I'm doing this. They have nothing that can stop me here. So I'm going to go ahead and put up that Uda, okay, which is a brick. They're going to take that hit. I'm going to swing 7. I could swing 8. We're going to swing 8. We're crazy. We got 2 Gum Giants. Fuck them. Riding the giant. All right. So now they're at 10 Dawn. However, I got Gum Red Rock. If you play the big coups, yes, you can get rid of Rosinante and a 9K or Homeboy. And that's crazy. But it doesn't matter to me, because that's your whole turn. Then I Red Rock and I go for game. They're at 0 life. Oh, yeah. We're going to go ahead and give them that. No reason to go down any lower. Okay, and they're telegraphing their swings. Huge thing you never do. Don't ever telegraph. Never do that, because then your opponent can do the math. I can always do the math, right? But I can't tell exactly what's going to happen. I mean, yes, I've got the Conqueror's Hockey or the Observation Hockey, right? I could imagine you going to 8 and 9. However, there's never a reason to do that, because I don't know. I might be like, okay, they're swinging 8 here, but then they might develop a blocker, and I might pull a body out, and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, don't give it away. However, this game was done. Like I said, even if they played out a big Kuzan would have got rid of this. Swinging here would have made this go from 4 to 3. You could have turned that sideways. You would have got rid of 2 targets, right? But you developed the Kuzan. Now, I could have just swung 19 at you for game, and then an 8 and a 6. And that would have been it. So, and I don't think you have 2, 4, 6. That's 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. So even if you had all 19, okay, even if you had all 2Ks, then this one was going to come, and then this one was going to come. So yeah, you were there's just no way in hell that they had anything out of it. I do like the spicy McDouble they were trying to give us there. You know what I mean? The with the double swings. You know, the swinging 8, swinging 10. But you know that just meant that they weren't getting Laboons out there. They just weren't getting cards I had to worry about. Now here's the other reason why I love this card into this matchup specifically. If you did get out Laboon, I'm putting it back in your hand. If you did get out Kuz, I'm putting it back in your hand. I could have put this one back in their hand. So, anyways, let's keep moving. All right, gang. We're going up against a Zoro. I think this is right after the last one. Let's go. All right, so we chose to go first this time. Sometimes I like to go second, but I was like, you know what, man? I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep this because I got the God Thread. I got Zoro Juro. And they don't always see Kuina. Some people have been like undervaluing Kuina. That is fine by me. Don't run any Kuinas, please. Now, right there, I know. Okay, cool. I'm good. I'm in the clear. We could take this. We could block out. I feel like I block out just because I don't want to, like, you know, whatever, dude. Okay, we ramp up there. I could ramp up again, or I could save that God Thread for something else. Yowza. This is tough. I think I want to put these on the bottom. I think we want to put them on the bottom. I don't think I need 2 God Threads. I think I get rid of 1 God Thread and maybe that Bagua, which is crazy, but yeah. So we put them in the bottom. Yeah. Now we're going to swing 7 at face. Okay. They're no doubt going to be able to Tashigi. They always got Tashigi by turn 3. Yeah, there we go. Tashigi by turn 3. Swing a 9 and a 6. Got him out of here. I'm going to take my first life. Oh, yes. Now we get rid of that Tashig. And really awkward turn, though. Really awkward. But we're going to have to just make do. We're going to swing 7 and 7. Swinging a 7 and 7. They don't want to go down that low. So we got that 5 life leader down to 3. They're officially going. It's party time excellent for us. But will they enter the bone zone? The bone zone is going to require Sanji into a Mihawk. They've officially entered the bone zone. Oh, yeah. Give me a giant Sanji into Mohawk. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we want to see. Give me that. Make all that stuff happen. We're at 10 Dawn. We're more than happy with gianting into 2 more cards and figuring out our life. There we go. For this though, we could Sanji and a Rosie. Hold on to our giants. Let's see. Hold on to your giants. This is a terrible hand. Give me a 2K bottom deck the rest, please. Okay, I was about to say. Okay, perfect. Well, not that perfect. But anyhow, we got a great threat. We got a great threat. I swing 6 there. Okay. Okay, we just want to see what they're going to do with that information. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We don't even need to do anything. Yeah, we don't need to do his ability. We don't need to do his ability because you're already going to have to give me something. Now, check this out. I got him down to 2 cards in hand. Okay, they are in the bone zone. We're both 1K. We're both 1 life, but I'm that 6K body. I even got more cards in my hand right now. This is crazy sauce. The thing is 2 Dawn up. We learned from yesterday. I mean, I always knew. It was a bad habit. Yesterday I was talking with everybody. I didn't leave an extra Dawn up when I could have, so that when they Horny Jonesed me, they were able to put down my only 2 Dawn. This time around, I'm expecting it to be Horny Jones. I'm expecting the Horny Jones play because they ain't got nothing else and they want to finish me here, right? So they're going to get rid of these 2 Dawn either way. Fine. What does that mean, though? Look at the cards. The most they can have is 2 cards, or 2Ks each, right? If they have a Horny Jones here, then that means that's a brick. That means 1 Dawn investment, swing 10, you can't keep this card. That means you've got 3 swings to do it, and I will get out of that. So let's see what's up. So it looks like I am going to come to that conclusion. Swing 10 there. They let it go. Okay, Horny Jones away for me, boss. Horny Jones away. No Horny Jones. Hashtag unfortunate. Swinging 10. Could I have got out of that? Would the Horny Jones have won? I wonder. Would that Horny Jones have won? They even had that. Would the Horny Jones have won? Gang, let's take a gander, shall we? They swung 10 there. So if they played Horny Jones, man, that's crazy. That'd be crazy if Horny Jones could win it. We had a 1K here in life. So if they played out Horny Jones, they go down to 0 life. And then they have an 8K and a 8, 6, and a 5 with 3 Dawn active sexually. So they could go, they could swing 8 here. Yeah. Yeah, they could swing 8 here, go 2 up, and I could get out of 8. Right. And then they would, yeah, I think that's what they would have had to do. They would have had to swing, they could have swung like 9. They could have swung 9 and I would have got out of that. And then they would have swung 10 and I would have got out of that. Or they would have swung like, you know, 7, I would have got out. Yeah, so we had it either way. We had it either way. I was wondering though, but if they would have still had that Mohawk plus the Horny Jones, yeah. So knowing when to hold them, knowing when to fold them, knowing when to fucking swing for game, that's what did it for us right there. We just had to switch gears and hit them where they didn't expect it. Because if I would have taken that life for them, they don't care. They don't care. That probably could have been the Horny Jones they were looking for. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we decided to do. Big pro move. We ain't messing around. All right, gang. So I really wanted to give you guys an Inno matchup. I played a couple yesterday. I think I lost to one just because they saw the buffooneries, the most buffoonist of buffooneries. But for the most part, was able to clap it up. And when I say I lost one, I mean it was every life putting every life back, and it was just a bunch. Like I said, it was a mix between them high rolling luck and me getting poor unfortunate souls, Ursula style. So in the amount of time I looked at my matches and I was like, oh shit, I don't have anything. I don't have an Inno. And I tried to find one, couldn't find one in the amount of time it took me to get up and make this video. But I did find a Vegapunk. And I have seen Vegapunks running amok. So yeah, whatever. I chose to go first. I'm not seeing what I want. Hashtag unfortunate. More unfortunate souls for me. Okay, so we got that out. I'm swinging 9 to 5, Dolly Parton style. That's fine with me. Look at this card. If you have 2 or less life, summon a 4-cost character with Egghead from your trash rested. I don't see there being anything in his trash right now. That's great for me. Very nice. So I'll go ahead and yeah, I think I'll go ahead and swing into that and then keep it moving. Oh, keep it moving, keep it grooving. Now they did get the proc their ability, it looks like, the Jewelry Bonney ability. However, we're gonna go ahead and pop that. There we go. Nothing to do, nothing to see here. That's right. That's right. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and swing 6 into 4. I'm a little apprehensive about swinging 7 into 4 just because they do have a card up, and if they were to block out of that, if they were to give me 2Ks and be crazy, well then, you know, I have 2K and counter, and I just don't want the game going in that route. I believe what they like to do is go into the deep. They want to go into the bone zone, but they might have created the bone zone coming out a couple sets earlier than us, but we're the king of the bone zone. Oh, we're the biggest bone in that zone. All right, so here I'm doing that fantastic play I always tell you guys about. Got a handful of bullshit, but part of that bullshit did include my Mohawk and my my Sanji. So I put them back. Party time excellent. And we know what we're going to draw into. We got a guaranteed big boy play. Okay. 7 into that. I'm going to give them that. They can't attack with their leader. I don't see them having a rush. Even if they did, it would be like a homeboy. Ace. Okay, here. We're not worried yet. We're still not worried. We're going to Sanji into Mohawk. Swing there. What do we get? Okay, cool. Now we're going to Sanji into Mohawk and do that. I should have played that first and then swung. But, c'est la vie, dog. I don't know what to say. They're at 10 Dawn. We're looking for the Big 10 Ace. We're looking for some yams. For some, the Katakuri wouldn't do shit in here. But you get what I'm saying? We're looking for some stuff. We're looking for some stuff here. What do they got for us? 9 to 6. That's a big, that's an easy decision for me right there. I draw those two that I weren't going to do nothing with anyways. We keep it moving. Yeah, right here. This is going to be an amazing turn. An amazing turn. So I'm going to get rid of their one threat on the board. And then I'm going to bottom deck those two. Yeah, so they don't even get to proc their ability. Big fancy pants for me. Swing 7 into 5. You only got 3 cards. Boom. Okay, get him that. And then one more again. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Look at the top 5. Okay. Swing 5 or swing 9 again. 9 to 5. Dolly Parton. Working that 9 to 5. Working it. Working it. Let's see what they got for us. So, Ace wouldn't do nothing. Nothing. Oh, okay, they lost their mind. Okay, they lost their mind. Game's over. And the game's over, right? Game's over. How's there so much time left? Yeah, dog. I'm going to counter out of that. Okay. I'm going to put that there. Okay. This is it's a little strange. A little Doctor Strange. I'm going to play this out. I guess I don't think I need Gum Gum Red Rock at this point. I don't like this. I don't like what's going on here. I'm not understanding what's going on here exactly. Okay, give him a 9. You're going to play that. Give him a 9. You're going to give me that. Okay, cool. Put 2 up. And I'm biting. What do you got? I'm biting that apple, head. What do you got? That ain't going to do it. Let me take. I guess that is going to do it. I just want to see what they're going to do. What kind of buffoonery is taking place here? Okay, we can give them 2 cards. Yeah, we don't need those. Okay, okay. Okay. Searching? Grabbing? Doing things? Are they trying to put us in the bone zone? Get them out of here. Get them out of here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and draw that. I think we want to draw into... We want to put those Luffys in the back just in case, am I right? Anyways, we're just going to 9 away. It's going to take 3 cards to get out of a 9, so there's no point in doing anything. Yeah, that's the game. One more mounted defense, but that would be it. 16. Yeah, give him 16. And that's that. GGs are exchanged. Let's go ahead and take it over to the gist of the list, gang. Well, there you have it, gang. The gist of the list has just commenced. That didn't really rhyme. That didn't really rhyme. Yeah, man. I'm seeing so much value here. Not so much value here. I can't think of too many times I'm using this card. So what if we did that? What if we started by doing this? Okay, give me the blue. And what if we did one more here? Okay. Now, while I have you. This, and this cannot be touched. Cannot be touched. Some people run 3 of these. By all means, go ahead and do that. Fairly well, Felicia. I want this still. I do still want that. It's searchable. I really do like this as well. It's removal. I've got 4, 8, 2Ks. People make it with just one of these cards. So what if we did this and then give me one more Mohawk? That's what happens when I spell it high. I spell it how I make fun of it. There. What if we do it like that? This doesn't need to be a 4 of, because by the time we're able to play it, typically we're party time excellent. But it's very pivotal. We saw it very pivotal into Rayleigh. This combination right here, you see these guys teaming up. This team up is crazy against Rayleigh. Crazy against Rayleigh. We're bouncing 2 cards each turn. 2 cards each turn. We are literally getting rid of them as fast or even faster than they can put them back, because not only does this bottom deck, not only does this return to the hand, but this also attacks when it does that, right? Attacks the same turn it's played. So, yeah, and that Rayleigh match was still close. But all we're doing here is getting rid of 1k less counter. 1k less counter. And I'm sorry, but I'm going to go ahead and save that. I haven't lost the game by 1k counter yet. I've lost because of something else, buffoonery or what have you. But I haven't lost because I just needed one more 1k. It's not that kind of list. It either implodes upon itself or it explodes on their fucking face. So, finishes on their chest. I think this is going to be what we rock with. And I will be testing this out today. And I will have matches out today. So do be ready. But yeah, that's going to do it for me, gang. Give me 1 second. So if you made it this far, you're probably having a good time, hopefully. And if you are getting joy and or knowledge from the channel, I really do appreciate the support. Do come down, be smashing and finger popping, putting on that pressure, or big city hooping for the whole shebang. kdesign.com is where you get the best design cards. 3-piece TCG gives you 25% off your entire order. Throw them all in there. And then all the music you've heard is from your boy, written, produced, engineered, the whole 9. So yeah, just if you want to support that dream, go ahead, just throw it on your playlist. It's the best rap music you're gonna hear, period. I mean, who literally listen to the bars and tell me, okay? Get out of here, all right? But yeah, that lawnmower, that's my cue. I got to get out of here. I'll probably hang out with you guys while this one is rendering and what have you. But anyways, this has been Murado Music with 3-piece TCG, big old bear Pirates TCG. Love you guys. Love yourself. Respect yourself. Respect others. I'll see you in the next one. Or at LCQ. Peace.
Stuck up in it, stuck up in it. Stuck in it, stuck in it. I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change. I said I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change.